So experience makes me smarter. Now, because of our life experiences, because we've dealt with all of the nonsense and everything, it seems like we can spot the red flags a whole lot faster. And we start paying attention to our intuition, where you see somebody and be like, nope, that looks good right there, but nope, that's going to be a problem right there. And then like all of a sudden, like I had this conversation this weekend where like you look at somebody who you used to find attractive, and then you be like, she don't look that good. But then you realize it ain't that she don't look good. It's that you know other stuff about her that makes her not look good to you. And you start losing that attraction. I think that's something that comes with age, man.
Because as young men, we put women up on a pedestal, man. Like he's saying, it's just that to gain that attention from your homies, to say that you conquered this and you want to tell everybody. But like you said, with age comes peace, comes wisdom. You recognize things a little bit sooner, and you start to sift through certain questions before you even put yourself in a situation with somebody who got crazy eyes, so to speak, like New Orleans. You start looking at pictures and recognize crazy in people, but all it took, as Wiz used to tell us all the time, ask 1,000 questions in the first 2 dates or so, man, and you can, sift through a lot of the crazy stuff without even having to deal with it. But I don't say you necessarily just seeing a red flag and running. It's seeing that red flag, and as a grown man, recognizing what you see and starting to pose up your questions or set up your questions around that to see if that red flag is indeed a red flag, or is it a yellow flag? Is it okay to go? Was it just a glimpse of something that you thought was there, but it wasn't? It's you really have to ask these other questions and layers of questions to understand people, and not just throw folks in a box or a certain category because of your past traumas, But as men, you do that because we're thinking more. We're not just thinking with the other head. We looking at it like, okay, what's the future? What else lies there